This guy, Mr. Engel, look what happened. He was in the news today. Let me show you what he had to say. Or, matter of fact, pay close attention. Listen to what he had to say.
Then I gotta then go down the list, and it's just too many folks here.
I didn't have a primary, I wouldn't care.
Say that again?
I didn't have a primary, I wouldn't care.
Don't do that to me. We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna.
Okay, I know that's very difficult to hear. Listen to that. So he was caught by the hot mic. All right. The reason you can barely hear anything is because they've been trying to do noise reduction on it. But what he's saying is, if I didn't have a primary, I wouldn't care. That's what Engel said. A Democrat, yes. Oh, the Democrats who are never racist and never oppress anyone, yes. U.S. Congressman Eliot Engel of New York has been criticized following a hot mic gaffe. No, that wasn't a gaffe. He's just, he's a racist piece of shit. It wasn't a gaffe. At a press conference discussing the George Floyd protests. Let me close this and zoom in so you can really read that. Mr. Engel, who asked the event organizers if he could speak during the conference, appeared to say, if I didn't have a primary, I wouldn't care. So, in case this isn't clear to you, the guy, Eliot Engel, congressman, head of the Foreign Relations Committee, was there to speak about the George Floyd protests. And he literally said, if I wasn't being primaried, if I wasn't up for election, I wouldn't care. That's how much he cares about blacks in America. That's how much he cares about his own fucking constituents. What the fuck else am I supposed to say? Like, the article should stop there. If you are not outraged by the one fucking paragraph that I just read you, if you aren't outraged by what you just heard him fucking say, I don't even know what to tell you. He said it twice. He was even asked, like, could you repeat that? Listen to it again.
Then I gotta then go down the list, and it's just too many folks here.
I didn't have a primary, I wouldn't care.
Say that again?
I didn't have a primary, I wouldn't care.
Don't do that to me. We're not.
If I didn't have a primary, I wouldn't care. So, you know what? I have no commentary to add. This guy is a racist motherfucker, okay? No wonder he's a friend of AIPAC. No wonder he's a friend of the Zionist lobby, which guess what? Guess what they do? They are also racist towards Palestinians. They run an apartheid state in Palestine, in occupied Palestine. You are worthless to the Zionists, to the colonialist settlers, right? Palestinians are treated like dirt in their own land. Even black Jews aren't treated like regular citizens. We were talking about this earlier. They're treated like second-class citizens. So no wonder that a guy who writes their policy agenda for them in Congress and is a very staunch supporter is also a fucking racist, because that's who his friends are, you know? They run an entire country based off of racism, based on apartheid. You know, I still can't get over Iyad, that autistic boy. Well, not boy, he's 32, but like his mom said that he had the understanding mentally of a 7-year-old. And they killed him because they thought he was carrying a gun. He doesn't even know what a gun is. He's 32. He has autism. He goes to a special needs school every day. You can be sure those cops knew who he is. He didn't pop out of nowhere. They killed him. They shot him with 7 bullets. They actually chased him into a garbage shed, a fucking garbage shed, and they executed him with an M16. They shot 7 bullets at him. Why are you shooting a man with autism? Why are you shooting at a man with autism with a fucking M16? And then his parents, they wanted a Palestinian, I don't know if it was they just said representative. It could have been a lawyer or a friend of the family, I don't know. to be present during the autopsy, and they said no. They killed him like a dog in a fucking garbage shed. And then they took him to a medical center. They wouldn't let anyone from the family see the body. And then they raided his family's fucking house. After executing Iyad, they raided his family's fucking house and treated them like terrorists. Who does that? I mean, please, I'm really upset. I'm in no capacity whatsoever. I'm not trying to downplay what happened to George Floyd, but could you imagine if the fucking FBI raided George Floyd's house, his family's house afterwards, after murdering him? Not the police, the fucking FBI, which is what happened. At least the fucking mayor apologized to George Floyd's family, even though it doesn't mean shit. And it took a week to arrest his killers. No, in Palestine, it's fuck you and fuck you again. What is that? So I'm not surprised who works for them in America, who represents their agenda, is also a racist. Do you understand now why it's upsetting when Ilhan Omar signs shit that he fucking writes? What the fuck is wrong with you? That's it. That's the fucking video. What do you want me to say?